What's going on, guys? I want to dedicate this video to helping out every single novice lifter who's struggling with their muscle and strength gains. So whether you've been training for many years and you just look in the mirror, you don't like what you see, or you're brand new to the gym, allow me to help you out. So first and foremost, the number one reason why you're not making gains is because you're running ineffective strength training programs. That's the fact. You're watching guys that are on drugs, very advanced lifters, etc., giving advice, and you think that this is going to work for you. Let me tell you something, buddy. You're not an elite level powerlifter, nor are you on drugs, nor do you have good genetics. Most of you anyway. So if you're going to try to copy a guy who has all these things going for him, you're not going to be too happy with your results. I can guarantee you that. Here are the facts. It should only take you 6 to 12 months to reach a 2-plate bench for 5 reps, 3-plate squat for 5 reps, and a 4-plate deadlift for 5 reps. 6 to 12 months. And at the very max, 15 months. If it's taking longer than that, you're doing something wrong. And some of you guys will be like, well, I don't see too many people in the gym doing that. They've been training for 5 years. Again, it's because they're running bullshit systems. You have to understand something. If you start off with an empty bar on your squat, bench, deadlift, and you add 5 pounds of workout every single week, think about what that's doing at the end of the year. Do the math yourself. Actually, I'll give you the math. If you do it from empty bar for 3 months, you're going to be squatting 225 for 5 reps. And that's like a worst case scenario, because who the hell, what male starts at a 45-pound barbell? What male will have trouble adding 5 pounds of workout to a 45-pound bar? Unless you're like 13, 14, 15 years old with poverty genetics, that shouldn't even be happening. In my opinion, most people have the capacity to squat 2 plates after 3 months. And that's why I'm not impressed with the numbers that I see guys putting up in the fitness community. The squat standards are ridiculously low. They're pathetically low. What I see guys doing in the gym makes me want to throw up. It's not acceptable whatsoever. It's unacceptable. It's completely unacceptable. And this is why you're not seeing strength gains. This is why you're not seeing muscle gains. Your program sucks balls. You got to stop with the advanced split routines. You got to stop with these super crazy periodized systems. It has to stop. Like, all of this shit has to stop. Don't copy what an elite level powerlifter is doing. Don't copy me. Don't try to run my volume day, my intensity day. It's going to burn you to the ground. Don't try to copy Omar Isuf. Don't try to copy Candido. Don't try to copy anybody in this fitness community. You are a novice lifter. You got to focus on you. You got to focus on your own individual weaknesses. And most importantly, you got to develop the strength foundation. As Louis Simmons has always said, a pyramid is only as tall as its base. These are the facts. So why do people want to rush into crazy systems right off the bat? It's beyond me. Why are you trying to run the West Side Barbell Conjugate system when you can't even bench 1 plate? What the fuck is that? Do you see any logic behind that? Why are you trying to run small of when you can't even squat 3 plates? Why are you trying to run an advanced deadlift specialty program when you can't even deadlift 3.5, 4 plates? It's beyond me. Like I said, you can make, guys, this is the only time in your life, the only time where you can go in the gym 3 times a week, high volume, not have any recovery issues. On top of that, add pounds every single time you go in the gym. You will never have this opportunity ever again. You may have an opportunity where you can make weekly gains or monthly gains or Bulgarian light gains due to neural adaptations, but in terms of like making novice gains, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So you have to milk it. Like, please, milk the gains. You'll have all the time in the world to run these advanced programs. You'll have all that time. Trust me. You'll have plenty of time to do rack pulls above the knee. You will. You'll have plenty of time to do cheat rows. You'll have plenty of time to run all these advanced periodized systems. I get that. I get that you want to do it now. I get that you don't think of yourself as beginner level. No one wants to do beginner stuff. Just like when we look at calisthenics progressions. People want to go immediately into the hardest variation. They don't want to go through the bullshit of doing fucking push-ups on the wall. But that's where people screw up. They don't take baby steps. They don't go 1 step forward. And that's why they're always moving backwards. You understand? So the message of this video is that you got to stop copying advanced dudes. You have to, seriously, go back to the basics, go back to your roots, which is a novice program. There's tons of them out there. I got one myself, the free novice program, outalpha.com. Just check it out. And that's it. Keep it stupid simple, all right? And by the way, I know some people are going to ask, well, what about concurrent periodization? Can that be run? And the answer is absolutely. You can run concurrent periodization, but if you're going to do so as a novice, make sure that you run the cycles in 3-week blocks. So max out every 3 weeks and keep the exercise selection rather basic, and the accessory work can be extended up to 5 and 6 weeks. All right, that's how you do concurrent if you're a novice. And as far as your form goes, everything should be done with textbook form. Your squat should be perfect, deadlift should be perfect, bench should be perfect. If you want, pick up Starting Strength. It has an excellent discussion on how to do these lifts. You can also check out Greg Knuckles' article on how to perform all these exercises. There's tons of information on how to do this, all right? But your form should be good. You should be progressing every time you go to the gym. And if you're not, then honestly, it doesn't make any sense. It would have to be a diet-related issue. In that case, allow me to help you out. See, too many skinny guys, they want to stay ripped year-round. They want us to 8% body fat, 10%, 12%. And they think that they're going to make gains. Here's the deal. Unless you got good genetics to pull that off, like myself, by the way, actually, I got really lean when I was a novice. I mean, you're not really going to make any gains if you don't have those genetics. So what I would recommend is the following. Run maintenance calories for as long as you possibly can. And once you plateau, only then can you start eating in a calorie surplus. And I would start with a very small surplus, maybe 5%. Make those gains. You plateau again, add 10%. You plateau again, add 15, and then 20. Next thing you know, you're bulking. That's how you should do it if you're really lean. Now, if you're on the fatter state, then the truth is that you don't really have to do anything. You just gotta, you can either eat at maintenance or go on a calorie deficit because you have all these extra fat reserves, and it's gonna be very beneficial in your recovery. So you're gonna be absolutely fine. The only people that really worry about are the guys that are semi-lean. So the semi-lean guys, you're either gonna have to run maintenance or bulk. And the fatter guys, I mean, you're all good running maintenance or cut, all right? But that's how you gotta do things in terms of diet. Don't try to have Mr. Abs year-round. I would say good luck to you. I would really say good luck to you. And if we see it all the time, all these skinny dudes not making any gains, all right? It comes down, it's because of the diet. They're not doing what it takes, all right? So those are really the fundamental things. I would also like to give 2 more pieces of advice, and then I'll close out this video. The third thing is that people are not running programs that focus on strength development, okay? And this is problematic because you need to build your foundation. Without a foundation of strength, you got nothing. You're going to get injured. You're going to have muscular imbalances left and right. It's just not worth it. That's why there's a lot of paid programs out there that you see being written for you guys that's going to fuck you up in the long run. You're going to have shoulder problems. You're going to have thoracic kyphosis. You're going to have lumbar issues because you didn't work the base, right? And why should you focus on the base so much? Well, other than the fact that I just said it makes you injury-free, corrects muscular imbalances, it's also going to get you the most jacked. See, too many novices are following programs where it's like fluff and pump. You're just pumping up the muscles. Not really going to work. It's not going to work. It's not. You need to get that strength foundation. If you get the numbers that I'm talking about, 225 for 5 bench, 350 for 5 squat, 4-5 for 5 deadlift, you're going to have an additional 10-20 pounds of muscle on your frame. It's impossible not to because that's what happens to beginners. You're going to acquire around 70 to 75% of your total muscle gains in your entire life just by getting all the strength. So I would say it's in your best interest to focus on strength development rather than just being one of these gym bros that does curls all day. Rather than just being one of these bench monkeys or whatever the hell these people are doing. No. You need balance. You need strength development. And that's how you're going to get the most gains, right? Then my final piece of advice is stop program hopping. You know that novices are doing this all the time. I've had them email me about this. They're like, oh, I did small up 1 week. I did this guy's program next week. I hired this coach, that coach. Well, buddy, that's why you're not making any gains. You have to stick to one program, follow that through for an entire year, then you're good. It's over. You don't have to do it again. You only have one novice phase. One. Make the best of it. So that's all I really have for today's video. Like I said, man, stop trying to copy advanced dudes. Focus on strength development. Stop program hopping and really hammer in that nutrition. Identify your own body fat and work with it. So that's all I have for today's video. If you want more questions about novice training, feel free to let me know. And with that, I'll talk to you guys next time.